Do you think this tornado scene from Elmo's world is realistic or impossible? Let's break it down. What's up, friends? My name is Guster Lappin, and I'm a great expert. Today, I'm going to analyze the scene from the Elmo's World episode called Weather, where we will identify if this is realistic or impossible. As you all know, when I saw the scene from the episode, when I was a little guy, it used to scare the hell out of us. And it was before I got into handling it. But if we watch something like these, we can tell somebody that it could be real or fake. So before we break it down, I would want you to leave a comment. Do you think it could be realistic or do you think it's impossible? Let me know down in the comments below. We'll have a discussion. And now, let's watch it for real.
Elmo wants to learn even more about weather. Don't you?
I think so.
How can we find out even more?
Okay, first thing is that in this clip, Elmo hears a whoosh at the door.
Who could that be?
Oh, I think it feels like a windstorm is at the door. If you see a windstorm out here, do not open. Please, do not open the door.
Who could that be?
Who could that be? Okay, that tells me that someone is at the door, but someone could be making a whooshing sound outside of Elmo's door, and it could be a tornado, by the way.
That be?
Why did he open the door to a tornado? Oh my god! That's a very shocked expression. But funny enough, one of the biggest shocked incidents is that a young girl tries to get into the house, but the wind pushes the door wide open so that she hangs on her dear life to it. That feels very weird. But seriously though, do not open the door to a tornado. That would be so... It's just a shocked expression.
Wanna talk to a tornado?
Hey, just like the Wizard of Oz. That's very playful. Me too. Okay, so the next thing in this clip that's pretty weird is that we know the sound of the tornado spinning. It's very funny. But when we hear him tell what he looks like, the tornado goes right where Elmo goes left, and the tornado goes back left where Elmo goes back to where he was. And that seems like it's kind of impossible to play with a tornado because it's just with windy creative physics. That's just pretty funny.
Tornado's too windy.
That's right.
The tornado has to go. Go.
Where does it want to go? It feels like the tornado has to go outside and out of here. But the weird thing is, because of the movement that the tornado is doing, what if Elmo and the tornado both spin at the same time? That might be a copy or a matching movement, but it might get pretty risky. Oh, that looks pretty bad. And that's kind of funny, by the way. But I gotta say that overall, in this scene, especially here, the speed of the wind on the tornado is going way too fast, which means that he might have a very repulsive superpower. I wonder what's gonna happen with that. Its power is repelling the door from closing. As you all know, it is extremely too difficult to get him going out of the room because the wind might repel the door wide open from closing it, much like a magnet. Okay, now it's getting even more complex. Okay. Wow! What in the world? The wind from the tornado's power has knocked Elmo down. That's kind of beautiful. We need to replay this. Oh, that is such a great tornado scene. That's pretty awesome. I have some amazing, outstanding thoughts, and I think you'll like these. First of all, this has gotta be, hands down, the most imaginative tornado scene we've ever seen in a piece of media. Truly the creativity of how it basically uses the power to push the door wide open because of the wind is really looking great. I really like it because it's very powerful to its advantage. Whoever written the entire episode and taped it up I'm gonna give you all major props because it's very crazy and insane. And also, the complexity is very powerful. Okay, let's see what happens next. Oh, he's so tired out.
You can't play outside when I'm around.
Tornado's not kidding!
Yep, he's definitely not kidding. In fact, the tornado was looking at me. And there is one fact that the tornado has no mouth, but the voice is still there.
But most of the time, you can have a little fun in the weather.
Oh, really?
Sure
can.
You can even play sports.
What sports?
Depends on the weather.
What kind of weather can you do sports? Sports are also a different kind of talent. I wonder what talent we could try in the weather.
If it's a nice windy day, it's great to go wind surfing.
Yeah, wonderful windsurfing.
Dorothy's imagining Elmo windsurfing.
Wow, look at it go! I didn't know that this would happen. Another wacky thing that's happening here is when that windsurfer goes up that wave, it moves upwards and moves around, rotating. So if anything, the windsurfer must jump the same direction as the ocean, not in a circle. The flip was like so overdone, by the way, to have a dramatic effect, but in real life that would not happen. But sometimes it works.
When there's snow, it's great to go skiing.
Spectacular skiing. Whoa! Now that's something you don't see every day while going skiing. Because you may notice that when he got through that hill of snow, the skier just made an impact silhouette figure hole, which had extremely more complexity. Also, I need to point out the fact that the animation is very stunning, because the snow here is slightly similar to black and white musical notes, with more musical complexity. If I were to guess, just this episodic project alone here probably started back in the 7th of February of 2002, which is the day that's far away from the day I was born, which is very complex with new segments. Like, I kinda wanna recreate these episodes and segments again myself. It's more complex. Okay, let's see where this leads to. Okay, now we got the tornado.
You're welcome. Let's twist again sometime.
Okay, bye-bye.
And now we'll say bye. Bye, tornado. Wow, that was close. Very close. Okay, I guess this goes without saying that a skier down a hill going through wouldn't make a hole like that. Instead, it would kind of leap up high and land onto the ground just like they do on Ski Jump on the Wii Fit. And that would be it. And I also like the complexity of the episode. That's so imaginative. And as we tell somebody that it's realistic or impossible, we can say it's kind of both. But lots of people say it's impossible. But I really hope that someday I would try to recreate the whole scene from the weather episode. So tell me what your favorite part of the scene is after watching this many times. Could it be being repelled by the wind power, windsurfing up a wave, or skiing down and through a hill? There's exactly one way to find out. So head on over there to see some exclusive stuff that you can't find on YouTube. You can also check out projects we'd like to do in the future, and if you sign up, they'll even take your suggestions far more seriously than the ones you will find here. So please comment and favorite and subscribe. And this is Guster Lappin, coming at you at the 12. Goodbye. See you next time.